Welcome back to our channel. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so, and we shall bring you the latest news as they happen. And together we shall support our great leader, Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make and put the Fulani Janjaweed to shame. He said. The Buhari impostor cried and refused to aid after Justice Binta Nyako striked out all the remaining charges the Nigerian government had leveled against Nnamdi Kanu. The Fulani Nigerian government, who has been lying that they don't interfere in court cases, especially that of Nnamdi Kanu, were enraged after they received the news that Justice Binta Nyako struck out all the charges against Nnamdi Kanu, and a call was put through from Aso Rock that Nnamdi Kanu's bail should not be granted. And Justice Binta Nyako had to use the excuse that he jumped bail in 2017 in order to adjourn the case. The real reason why Abubakar Malami, the Minister of Justice, dropped his governorship ambition after Buhari impostor rejected his resignation letter is for him to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu's case does not follow the rule of law and help the courts to keep adjourning the case until Buhari impostor achieves his agendas. Buhari impostor has vowed never to forgive Justice Binta Nyako for derailing the Fulani evil and wicked plan, despite lying to Biafran One Nigerian Unity beggars during his visit to Ebonyi State that Biafran politicians should allow the Nigerian court to determine Nnamdi Kanu's fate instead of asking for a political solution. My brothers and my sisters, the Buhari impostor is not happy. They hurriedly scrambled and, turned the 7-count charges that was remaining into 6. But at the end of the day, when they brought those charges to the court, Justice Binta Nyako was forced to drop them out because of the brilliance of Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers. They rattled them and they ensured that those cases were dropped. And Nnamdi Kanu was supposed to be released. But because of the call that came through from Aso Rock, and the Buhari impostor insisted that Nnamdi Kanu should not be granted bail yet. According to report, the Federal High Court, Abuja, strikes out Nigerian government 6-count amended charges against Nnamdi Kanu. The judge threw away the fresh charges following his withdrawal by counsel to the federal government, Adamu. Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court, Abuja, on May 18, Wednesday, struck out a 6-count charge amended brought against Nnamdi Kanu. The judge threw away the fresh charges following the withdrawal by the counsel to the Fulani Nigerian government, Adamu, citing the need for the Fulani Nigerian government to open the trial of Nnamdi Kanu after years of delay. Kautu opted to withdraw the new charges when it was discovered that the trial cannot be opened when an amended charge is pending. Apparently desperate that witnesses be called to give evidence against Nnamdi Kanu, the Fulani Nigerian government lawyer hurriedly applied for withdrawal, which was not opposed by Chief Mike Ezekome, senior advocate of Nigeria, standing for Nnamdi Kanu. Justice Binta Nyako, in a brief ruling, struck out the amended charge to pave way for the Fulani Nigerian government to open its case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It had earlier been reported that the Fulani Nigerian government, a few hours to hearing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's bail application, amended the treasonable felony charge against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This has been made known by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's special counsel, Barrister ȯ<silence>İ, saying the 7-count charge was amended, even without the knowledge of the judge. Justice Binta Nyako, she was unaware. She didn't know. The federal government, led by Fulani terrorist Janjaweed, just amended the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. That was before the sitting on May 18. They amended it. They removed one of the charges. And you know it was 7. After the judge struck out 9 of the charges, or 8 of them, the last time. And now the Fulani Nigerian government removed 1 and amended it into 6. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal team and the judge were in court waiting for Justice Binta Nyanko's arrival, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself is yet to arrive, Barrister ȯ<silence>İ said so. But in a recent development, the Fulani Nigerian government have now withdrawn the 6-count charges and had continued with the initial 7-count charge filed against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The IPOB leader is facing charges of treason, treasonable felony, terrorism, and illegal possession of arms, among other things. But the Fulani terrorists who bombed Kaduna train, kidnapped all the people, none of them were charged. The Fulani terrorists who killed the Christian girl in Sokoto, they released them, and when they saw that pressure was too much on them, they went and brought innocent people to represent the criminals, terrorists, who burnt the girl's body. They went and brought some other people to represent them. And the Sokoto Fulani governor and his government had to water down the charges. Instead of terrorism charges, they now said public disturbance charges. My brothers and my sisters, you can say that there is lawlessness in the zoo called Nigeria. There is lawlessness. And that is why Biafra must go. You know, the United States of America threatened to impose visa restriction on promoters of violence in Nigeria. The U.S. Assistant Secretary of State, Michael Gonzalez, handed out the warning at an international conference with the theme, The United States Policy and Nigerian National Decision, held at Johns Hopkins University. The Fulani Nigerian government have not seen anything yet. The federal government of Nigeria, led by the Fulani terrorists, has withdrawn. They withdrew the newly amended 6-count treasonable felony charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ahead of the ruling. The Fulani Nigerian government knows that there is nothing they can do but to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. According to Justice Binta Nyako, she said she was not aware of the amended charges until she got to the court in the morning. And according to her, the prosecution could not dump the new amended charges on the court in the morning of the hearing. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. And bye-bye for now.